when we talk about startups, I think Professor Vijendra talked about startups are the vehicle for not just the innovation, but the vehicle for job creation. And let me also share within STPI, sir. I think when we are today we are speaking in last 4 years, sir, we have been able to now, in fact, I'll say nurture almost 1,000 startups. And these 1,000 startups have been the job creators. Today, my last numbers have been, what I have, they have already created 10,000 jobs across cutting edge technologies. As ma'am said, the COEs which are working on AI, blockchain, or AI, AR, VR, or IoT. I mean, these are the areas in which the generation of employment is already happening. And when we talk about, look at the Indian startup ecosystem, I mean, 12 lakh jobs have been created in just last 6 years itself within the direct employment I'm talking about, within the startup ecosystem. The startup is the vehicle not just for innovation, but also for the value add job creation as well. And I think for the wealth creation, I'm running a program which I think ma'am talked about, Leap Ahead. I know in the Leap Ahead, we launched just 6th of November this program, which is the Pan India Accelerator program, because STPI has a Pan India presence. And I think, and I think within that program, we have seen across the length and the breadth of the country, the kind of, the vibrancy which is already there. When we did an event in Bhubaneswar, we saw very, very bright 200, startups and entrepreneurs sitting in the audience, making pitch to the investors. And when we did the same event in Mohali, we saw the equal participation there, equal quality in terms of the startups and entrepreneurship. And they are doing everything today. They are doing health tech, they are doing, the sustainability solutions, they are doing climate change solutions. I think that's what we, makes a lot of, when we are sitting in the audience, when we are sitting as jury, for example, it's literally heartening to see that, way back when I started, because I'm also a product of a startup. I left, my MNC in 2011, and they did one startup which went an IPO later on, and then I came to STPI. It's good to see that there are so many young entrepreneurs which are coming out and talking about, not just the solutions for making money, but solutions which can have an impact as well. So that's something which is happening, and I think within the sitting the audience of alumni, I'm sure a lot of alumni as, I think, serial entrepreneur, right? That's what Mr. Girdhar was, as a bio for him. So I'm sure all of us today, we are supposed to give it back to the society, give it back to the youth of the nation, and that's what we are supposed to do, and we are doing that. Within the government, let me tell you, because one of the topics I was also told about to cover what schemes we have. I mean, today, Government of India looks into, holistic support to the startup ecosystem, whether it is setting of incubators, whether it is capacity building of the incubation staff, or whether it is, in terms of mentorship and hand-holding of the startups or entrepreneurs coming in, or most important part, the funding part. I think across all the 4 pillars, government has various schemes, various initiatives. In my STPI itself, under my leadership, for example, within the leadership of my DG as well, we have across all the 4 pillars, we have programs. And same is across, every department, every, I think, ministry within the government as well. You pick up Department of Sciences Technology, they have very good schemes within the Nidhi, and Nidhi has a, whole vertical of schemes altogether, whether it is, EIR scheme, whether it is seed support scheme, whether it is TBI scheme, whether it, TBI again for, for setting up the incubators or capacity building schemes. In STPI and Ministry of Electronics and IT, we do have the similar structure of schemes as well. We have, for example, Center of Entrepreneurship, which is incubation, setting up the incubators and labs for the development. We have an NGIS scheme for the funding. We have, within the Ministry, a Samrit scheme for scale-up funding. In the Leap Ahead, we have gone ahead of the Leap Ahead scale-up funding. So, if you talk about as an entrepreneur, there are ample opportunities available for each one of you if you want to start your journey. What you need to be really focused upon, I think, and probably a lot of alumni will also, when you have a discussion with them, they will also tell you the right thing, the same thing probably. You need to focus on the right problem, the problem which actually requires a solution. And if we have a problem and solution, right problem, right solution, and right market, I think the world is for you in terms of conquering it. And that's what typically startup ecosystem will be there. I know we talked about 3rd largest startup ecosystem, but this is not the end. This is just the beginning. As a country, we have to be, we will be, the #1 startup India, startup nation across the world. And I think we are just sitting 3 or 4 years away from that. The next 3 or 4 years are defining, and that's why, even Honorable Prime Minister said that this decade is a decade, right? And I think it's aptly said. In the last 3 years, when this, the term was coined, a lot of people had, not a proper understanding of what decade means. But if you talk about this particular decade led by technology, we have seen the early sign of technology intervention and the technology advancement happening within this decade itself. Just 3 years have crossed, and next 7 years are going to be really defining. 2030 is not very far. I'll be there and all of you will be there, and we'll probably meet and see. And then, I'm sure we will talk about where we are in terms of whether we are number one or whether we have even left the second most let's say nation way behind. I think that's what we'll have. So thank you for again inviting me here. I'm sure this is not just going to be my first visit. I'll continue to be supporting in whatever way for required NSUT, the startup ecosystem, and whatever is Professor Honorable Vice Vice Chancellor talks about. So, sir, again, congratulations to you. I think in the 15 days, sir, you said, right, you have taken the mantle of this university. I think under your leadership, I'm sure the university will see a great light ahead. And thank you for inviting me again. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Subodh, for your detailed explanation vis-a-vis startups and in the context of the Indian setup. I'd just like to brief you that we at Netaji Subhash University of Technology, we are deeply committed to setting up a culture conducive to fostering innovation, research, and entrepreneurship amongst our students and faculty members. The university boasts of an independent incubation and innovation cell, which is known by the name of NSUT IIF, that is NSUT Incubation and Innovation Foundation. The NSUT IF incubates startups of NSUT, students, alumni, faculty of NSUT, or any other incubatee under the guidelines of Delhi government at NSUT for 2 years with seed money and funding from NSUT IIF. So we look up to you for esteemed guidance and mentorship for NSUT IIF in future. Professor Anand Srivastava is the Vice Chancellor of Netaji Subhash University of Technology. Professor Anand Srivastava assumed the role of Vice Chancellor at Netaji Subhash University of Technology on November 29, 2023. Prior to his appointment at NSUT, he held the position of professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at IIIT Delhi. He has held senior positions in various capacities in government and multinational organizations, and he has spearheaded numerous projects in telecom security systems, network management systems, intelligent networks, operation support systems, access networks, and optical technology-based products. He was awarded with Distinguished Research Award by IIIT Delhi in 2023. He was also given Outstanding Technical Contribution Award for the study group by the Telecommunications Standard Development Society of India in 2023. I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, to address the audience and share his thoughts for the day.
Very good morning. Chief guest of today's function, Mr. Subodh, Director STPI, Professor Ritu Sibbal, Chairperson Alumni Affairs, Professor Vijender Singh, Dean Students Welfare, Mr. Kishan Giridhar, Chairman, Alumni Association of NSUT, Directors, HODs, Deans, faculty members, alumni of the university, and my dear students. It gives me a great pleasure to see that NSUT is organizing Alumni Meet and Silver Jubilee Function 2023. At the outset, let me welcome all the alumni I extend my warm greetings. Some of them have spent, they passed out 25 years back, but there are few of them who were from the first batch, and I see some kids who are future NSUT students. So I think I was told, they started from Kashmiri Gate, few branches, a lot of monkeys. So, so I think there's a transitional change. The institute has progressed leaps and bounds. It's a sea change there. There were few, courses, but now we have many departments, many courses. We have engineering courses, we have design courses, we have IT division, and there are different kind of courses, and sciences, physical sciences. So this day is very important. You meet your old friends, you meet your colleagues, you meet your teachers, and I'm told that Bhatia ji is the most, common person for all the generations of alumni. In fact, when I used to come from CDOT for campus hiring, I used to hire a lot of people from DTU, and that time it used to be NSIT and DIT. भाटिया जी कहते थे ये बहुत अच्छा स्टूडेंट है, दो ये ले लो आप, बाकी छोड़ दो. I don't know what was it. So भाटिया जी को मैं उस दिन से जानता हूँ, and I believe him, क्योंकि जो भी स्टूडेंट्स इन्होंने दिए, they are doing exceedingly well in CDOT. So, I mean, this gathering is also important because I get feedback from the alumni, because they know what is going on right, what is going on wrong here. So it's a feedback so that we can correct ourselves. And the benchmark set by you is itself a proof that our institute graph is actually steadily increasing. And we don't stop there. We are committed much deeper and pervasive. We want our student to be good citizen, and we want to give them, qualities like respect, empathy, honesty, integrity, and above all, humanity. So the vision which I have, right now I'm interacting with different faculty members and trying to understand the ecosystem here, but the vision which I have for the institute is that I want to have scholarly impact. A lot of good theoretical work should happen here, and also simultaneously some translational research. Whatever we do, it should be actually converted into a product, or we should be able to transfer the technology to vendors which is useful to the society. So for doing this, we want to have a multidisciplinary approach. That silo barrier has to be broken now. So that, different departments, they collaborate and then, do some interesting stuff. And also we want to be locally engaged and also globally networked, because we don't leave what is happening outside the world. And we are going to focus on innovation and entrepreneurship. In the country, there's a lot of, work going on in this field. We need to scale up, actually, and scale up in a very, very fast manner so that it has a multiplier effect, and the growth has to be exponential. And because this is going to create jobs, and also some investment will also come, because most of the multinationals, they are working for their core competency, and they are outsourcing their small businesses to different units. And so these units, so they're closely watching, this venture capitalist and this multinational, they're closely watching our startup system so that they can offload, they can outsource some of these activities. And we want to be student-centric. We want to give full flexibility to the student. They can take, different courses depending upon their passion, interest. In fact, they can carve their own journey, how they want to grow. And then we want to have projects which have some industry R&D tie-ups or industry linkages, and we want to do this in a very collaborative manner. So in order to fulfill this, our vision, we need Okay, so in order to fulfill our vision, we want support of all stakeholders, including alumni. There are different ways of giving back to the institution. One could be, let us develop a community of global connections. The other could be you guys are the brand ambassador. Create a brand of NUCT outside wherever you are working. And you can, hire other alumni, or you can have students for internship, jobs. These are some of the things which our alumni network can do. Or share your expertise or experience. So whenever you are around, please spend some time, address our students. That will be very useful. And you can help us in establishing some center of excellence. I was talking during the tea time. There is possibility of starting a center of excellence on motor control. And also a donation. Why am I saying this? Because when we go for rankings, whether it's national ranking or international ranking, how you engage with your alumni, that is one of the parameters. And then don't measure that how much they have contributed and things like that, but what is your engagement with alumni, right? So we want, if you are active there, our ranking also improves. The overall image of the institute improves. So other thing, my other speakers have again explained about the Bharat Viksit program. If you see these developed countries like Singapore or South Korea or Japan or UK, there was some time during which there was a sudden jump in their economic value. For example, some of these countries around 60 and 70s. Now, India is passing through that phase. So that next 20, 25 years going to be a game changer, where we will convert ourselves from developing nation to a developed nation. So to get ideas what exactly we want to do by 2047, Government of India has initiated a program which is called as Viksit Bharat @2047, where they are asking for a few suggestions. In fact, our office will be in touch with all the alumni so that they can give their suggestions. The questions are, how should a Viksit Bharat look like in 2047 in different aspects? 2, what do we need to do to reach this goal? The third is, what can you do to make Viksit Bharat possible? So inputs are required in these areas for next 20 days, and probably at PMO level, at some level, all these suggestions will be compiled and they will come out with some vision document for 2047. So once again, I welcome all the alumni, students, and I hope you will meet your former teachers. You will get a chance to meet your other colleagues, and you will make some new connections, revive some old connections. And special thank to organizing committee led by Professor Sibbal for her excellent work. And there's a day-long event here, some interesting things after lunch. So I hope everyone will enjoy this in this beautiful weather and serenity of the beautiful campus. Thank you, and keep connected. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words and for sharing your vision for the university in the coming years. We hope in your leadership, we will take the university even to greater heights. I would now take the opportunity to invite Professor Bhatia to... Sir, that is mandatory, sir. No, sir, that is... Time is limited, sir. Okay, in sequence then, sir, after them then. So I'll now request Mr. Dinesh, he's the first batch alumni, to share his thoughts, followed by Professor Bhatia. So you cannot escape, sir.
Second.
ये second batch से.
If I share my memories, then faculty will not like it. So मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि during this time in 83, DIT was formed. We all joined Delhi College of Engineering and later on shifted after first semester. So this was around December 83 that Professor Mishra shifted us from DC campus to a new campus, which was a great campus. There was only one room. Okay. और उसमें 8 दरवाजे थे 40 बच्चों के लिए. तो सोच सकते हो अटेंडेंस के बाद कितने बच्चे बचते होंगे.
And I think more monkeys than students.
और एक के साथ 10 मंकी होते थे. उनको जितना समझ में आता था उतने स्टूडेंट को समझ में आता था लेक्चर में क्या हो रहा है. तो फ्रैंकली मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि जब हम 4 साल पढ़ के निकला हमें कुछ नहीं आता था. Except for a degree there was nothing. So but we got campus placement 100%. So everybody should be assured that campus placement is not a problem.
Correct.
So DIT ने हमें डिग्री दी और DIT ने हमें 4 साल का एक्सपीरियंस दिया वहाँ पर. बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस. क्योंकि क्या अटेंडेंस लगाई क्या नहीं लगाई वो किसी को याद नहीं है. क्या पढ़ा किसी को याद नहीं है. क्या हरकतें करी वो सबको याद है. प्रोफेसर मिश्रा हमसे बहुत परेशान रहते थे क्योंकि जब फर्स्ट बैच में हम गए तो हमने कहा जी इट वाज पार्ट ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली. सर स्पोर्ट्स इक्विपमेंट किधर है. अब वो कहते तुम 40 बच्चों के लिए क्या स्पोर्ट्स चाहिए. हमने कहा फंड आता है आप दीजिए हमें. तो एक टीटी टेबल और एक वॉलीबॉल का नेट आ गया.
एक टेबल टेनिस की टेबल तो थी ना.
एक टीटी की टेबल आई और एक वॉलीबॉल का नेट आया. वॉलीबॉल का नेट हमने उनके ऑफिस के बाहर लगा दिया. उसमें वॉलीबॉल खेलते थे लेक्चर टाइम में. वो आते थे कहते लेक्चर चल रहा तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो. 5 बच्चे बैठे होते थे जो सारे आज इंजीनियरिंग सर्विस करके गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स में हैं. जो 5 बैठते थे लेक्चर में सबने इंजीनियरिंग सर्विस क्लियर किया और बाकी जितने थे वो दूसरे जॉब्स में गए. एंड लाइफ टर्न्स अराउंड नाउ व्हेन यू लुक बैक तो हम सोचते हैं हमने क्या किया ये 4 साल. बट आई मस्ट अश्योर यू यू आर इन द बेस्ट हैंड्स. अच्छा कॉलेज है प्लेसमेंट हो जाएगी बट एन्जॉय योर लाइफ एंड फॉलो योर पैशन. बगैर पैशन के कोई सक्सेस नहीं आएगी. डोंट चेज मनी. People go for entrepreneurship. I am myself an entrepreneur. Chase your passion, money will follow. Don't chase valuation. सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है आज की डेट में एंटरप्रेन्योर इज चेजिंग अ वैल्यूएशन. Forget valuation, valuation will follow. If you create a business model,
वैल्यू.
you need to create value. That's it.
वैसे पता बच्चे क्या सोचते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. वो ये सोचते हैं जब आदमी पैसा कमा लेता है ना उसके बाद बोलता है कि डोंट चेज मनी.
So the experience 4 years was great in DIT. एक रूम फिर सेकंड बैच आया जिसमें 2 रूम थे. 2 बैच आए. ज्योत्सना इज पार्ट ऑफ दैट. सो उसमें कंप्यूटर साइंस भी ऐड हो गया. हमारे में खाली इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स था. तो अब सेकंड बैच के लिए एयर कूलर्स आ गए 2. गर्मियाँ बहुत थी. उनके रूम में 2 एयर कूलर लग गए हमारे को नहीं दिए. तो हम ऑब्वियसली सीनियर से हम उठा लाए. तो प्रोफेसर मिश्रा ने बुलाया क्या. हमने कहा सर हमारे को भी तो चाहिए वाटर कूलर. हमें नहीं गर्मी लगती क्या. वो कह रहे नए आ रहे हैं नहीं तो आएंगे नहीं बच्चे यहाँ पर कि कॉलेज की हालत देख के. तो इनके अगर पेरेंट्स यहाँ आके देखेंगे तो मैंने कहा हमारे पेरेंट्स का क्या अगर वो देखे कितनी गर्मी में बैठे हैं यहाँ. तो फिर ये हुआ कि एक कूलर दोनों को मिलेगा. सो वी हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस. नाउ यू लुक एट दिस सच अ बिग कैंपस. तो वो उस कैंपस से यहाँ आने की जर्नी में जिन लोगों का हाथ है रियली हैट्स ऑफ टू देम.
करेक्ट.
दे हैव डन अ लॉट ऑफ जॉब. बहुत एफर्ट किया उन्होंने. प्रोफेसर मिश्रा से मिलते थे हम बाद में तो वो लगे रहते थे जी मुझे द्वारका में लैंड अलॉट करानी है. पता नहीं कितने साल लगे रहे वो कि मुझे IIT दिल्ली जितनी लैंड चाहिए. वो लगे रहते थे 165 एकड़ लैंड लेनी है मेरे को. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द साइज ऑफ दिस. हाँ वो मुझे उस टाइम बोलते थे जी IIT दिल्ली 165 एकड़ है मुझे 165 एकड़ लैंड चाहिए दिल्ली के अंदर. और लगे रहते थे डिपार्टमेंट्स के साथ. सो दैट मैन हैड अ विजन. हम उस टाइम उनको रिडिक्यूल करते थे सब कुछ करते थे बट लॉट ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट फॉर दिस गाय. उन्होंने क्रिएट किया इसको. इतने बड़े विजन था उनका कि मैं इतना बड़ा क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ. हम हंसते थे सब मजाक बनाते थे बट दैट्स अ फैक्ट. सो इट हैज़ कम अ लॉन्ग वे. हमारा DIT जो था मैं बोलूँगा हमारा वहाँ वी हैव लॉट ऑफ नो लिंकेजेस विद दिस प्लेस बट दैट वाज ग्रेट. इट वाज अ गुड फन.
Yeah, we enjoyed. We
We
really
enjoyed.
our 4 years.
And one
there.
should visit that place to see from where you started.
Correct.
One should definitely visit that place to understand how you can create an institution out of nothing. Out of nothing. 3 कमरे थे. एक में उनका ऑफिस था, एक में DIT का ऑफिस था और एक हमारा क्लासरूम था. उस ऑफिस में 3-4 लोग बैठते थे दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट के जो सेक्शन ऑफिसर क्लर्क और ये सब. एक उनका रूम था और एक हमारा था. सारी फैकल्टी पार्ट टाइम थी।
फैकल्टी भी सब चेंज होके कभी कोई आ रहे हैं,
पार्ट
कभी
टाइम
कोई आ
फैकल्टी
रहे हैं,
आती
ऐसे
थी।
चलता
वन ऑफ द
है।
फैकल्टी मेंबर्स इज एमपी टुडे सुदीप बंदोपाध्याय।
हाँ,
वो कंट्रोल
वेस्ट
इंजीनियरिंग,
बंगाल में।
वेस्ट बंगाल के टीएमसी के, वो कंट्रोल इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ाते थे हमें। गोल्डी वाज आवर सीनियर हु यूज्ड टू टीच अस। सो
नहीं, संगीता मैडम तो अभी भी है।
सो
आई मेट हर लास्ट टाइम। अच्छा,
सो इट हैज़ कम अ लॉन्ग वे। सो मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि हमारे जैसे स्टूडेंट अच्छा कर रहे हो, सभी अच्छा करेंगे। सो बी क्लियर अबाउट इट, यू शुड फील गुड अबाउट इट।
नहीं, मुझे ध्यान है एक बार गोल्डी मैडम हम लोगों का एटीट्यूड देखकर उन्होंने क्या कहा था, शेयर कर लूँ? उन्होंने कहा था, यार मुझे तुम सब लोगों की बहुत चिंता है कि तुम्हारा होगा क्या जीवन में।
So, but one should visit the old campus. I think institute should organize something to tell the students from where this institute has started. It is quite lively today also because there are other institutes working there. So,
नहीं, बट आई थिंक दैट प्लेस इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर फॉर इंस्टीट्यूट्स, क्योंकि वहाँ बहुत इंस्टीट्यूट्स का इंक्यूबेशन हुआ है और जो बाद में बड़े कैंपस में चले गए। कुछ है उस जगह में ऐसी बात? हाँ,
yeah,
यस यस।
Indra Priyadarshini started from there, St. Stephen started from there.
तो इट इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर फॉर इंस्टीट्यूशंस। हाँ, करेक्ट।
किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो पूछो भाई। अच्छा, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
ओके ओके मैडम, थैंक यू।
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Great. अभी थोड़ी मेरी स्टोरी आपसे थोड़ी सी उल्टी है। वो जो सामने पहले रो में 5 बच्चे बैठे होते थे आपकी क्लास में, हमारी क्लास में उन 5 में से मैं होती थी। और जो आपके कूलर्स आए थे वो शुरू में नहीं आए थे, वो अगले साल आए थे। और हमारे कूलर इसलिए आए थे कि हमने जाके मिश्रा सर को रिक्वेस्ट करी थी कि सर हमें तो कूलर चाहिए, हम बैठ नहीं सकते। और जब भी ऐसी कोई रिक्वेस्ट करनी होती थी तो पूरी क्लास मुझे भेजती थी, आप जाइए रिक्वेस्ट करके आइए। और सच बात तो ये है कि सही रिक्वेस्ट हमारी आज तक कभी टर्न डाउन नहीं हुई थी। जो भी हमारी, इफ़ यू आर आस्किंग राइट, इट गेट्स ग्रांटेड फॉर श्योर। सो आई थिंक हाँ, आपकी बात ठीक है कि ज़रा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इतना ज़बरदस्त नहीं था, लेकिन हमें बेस्ट लेक्चरर्स और प्रोफेसर्स मिले थे। मतलब इतने अच्छे मिले थे कि मैंने आईआईटी में अपना इंटर्नशिप किया था और जब मैंने वहाँ भी देखा ना, वहाँ के जो बेस्ट चुन चुन के तराशे हुए डायमंड्स थे ना, वो हम लोगों को मिले थे। तो इसलिए आई वुड से आई एम कंटेंटेड विद व्हाट आई हैव डन इन माय करियर, एंड उसकी जो फाउंडेशन थी वो डीआईटी ने रखी थी। और अगर वो फाउंडेशन इतनी स्ट्रांग नहीं रखी गई होती तो शायद मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी में जहाँ तक पहुँची हूँ वहाँ तक नहीं पहुँचती। ये जो लोगो है ना ऊपर, ये पहली बार मैंने डिज़ाइन किया था एप्पल कंप्यूटर के ऊपर। उस टाइम उसमें ग्राफिक्स नहीं होती थी, तो हम ग्राफिक्स कार्ड पे बिट्स पोक करके हमने ये वाला लोगो क्रिएट किया था। क्योंकि ओल्ड सेक्रेटरीट में मीटिंग थी, वहाँ मिश्रा सर 3 स्टूडेंट्स को लेके गए थे, उनमें से मैं थी, और ये हमें वहाँ पर सेक्रेटरी को दिखाना था कि ये हमारा लोगो है। आई थिंक जो सपोर्ट हमें अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन से मिली ना, क्योंकि वो शुरू हो रहा था, शायद इसीलिए कहते हैं ना, जब लोग ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं हर इंडिविजुअल को उतनी अटेंशन नहीं मिलती है, जब कम होते हैं तो सबको भरपूर अटेंशन मिलती है। तो आई थिंक आई एम वेरी वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू DIT एंड ऑल आवर टीचर्स, प्रोफेसर्स, लेक्चरर्स, जिन्होंने हमारे को वो बनाया जो हमें आज तक उस लेवल पे लेके जाता है जिस लेवल पे ज़्यादातर लोग नहीं पहुंच पाते। थैंक यू सो मच।
Good morning to everybody. Respected Professor Anand, Professor Vijender Singh, Professor Ritu Sibal, Sabodji, and other faculty member, deans, heads sitting on the other side, all my alumni from DIT, NSIT, and other members, faculty member who are there in the hall. First of all, I welcome all the alumni who have come for this alumni meet today. It is well planned by Professor Ritu Sibal. She takes a lot of pain. There is a whole team behind her, which has taken a lot of time for this day. I have a very strong memories of old DIT with, I think everybody, the batch size was very low, and our age was at that time also. So I remember, like Josna told, and Dinesh sir, and you have told that we at that time also there was comparison between DIT and DC, and we never compared. We were together, working together with DC at that time. But yes, at that time I remember when admissions were there happening and the top students were joining DIT. And almost everybody, I was a member of that team, and every time my target was to see कि top के 100 लोगों में कितने लोगों ने DIT में every time. It's not that time. Today also when we compare with other universities, it's not a comparison, it's general that what is our input we are getting at NSUT. So even today, it's not that the time has gone. The first thing I see to it is कि यार ये पांचों universities में NSUT में how many top students are joining. So it is only the alumni who have created an ecosystem. It's okay, the faculty member, the infrastructure, everything is behind that. But it is the students who have studied here have created such an ecosystem that all the top students are still, till today, they are joining the university, NSIT. Hats off to all the students who have created and the infrastructure. So this is the one thing which I remember. And about the infrastructure, Professor B.N. Mishra was always after that whatever labs which we should have should be one of the best lab. And I remember electronics, you people also worked, the LIC lab, which was headed by Linear Integrated Circuits lab, which was headed Professor Raj Senani. He's going to join soon. Professor Raj Senani, then Professor Tripathi, and Professor Ravindra for electronics core department, and computer science, we were taking care at computer science also. But at that time, whatever equipment, sir, which we have, Professor Anand, whatever equipment we were having were one of the best, even it was not available throughout the country at that time. And these students worked on those in the lab, and the lab environment was there. And I remember, I don't know how many of you stayed during that time. All the students were working till late night. Josna, if you remember, yours was the last, when people joined at that time, these people were there on the campus at 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And I remember, how many of you stayed in the hostel in Kashmiri Gate? Anybody out of that? No. So most of the students used to stay in the labs because getting computer at that time was difficult, but students were getting the computing facility on the campus. And they used to work on the latest computers and the equipment which we at DIT purchased. And students were happy. And I remember that those time DIT, maximum student from 87, 88 to till now, maximum people went abroad, and they established companies. They were at top CTO, CEO of the companies. And they become professor in the top tier universities. You name any university, you will find NSIT alumni who is working there as professor there. So we have a very strong alumni base, and heads off to all the students who worked. Other thing which has happened out I've seen is that not only the students, their kids have also studied here. A lot of students' kids also studied. So the students have created, I remember there are a lot, it's not only the engineering students who have opted for industries and all that, but there are a lot of students who became civil servant also. And we got top 1 position, the students topped the civil services examination, and we had a list where in top 50, I think we got, in 100, we got something like 14 odd students in civil services exam. So that created that the student who are taking admission in NSIT, it's not that, or NSUT or DIT, they are not, they had studied hard, they came here, and they did very good, and they got top position in the. So you name any civil services or foreign services will have all those alumni. So other than that, the university has, as Professor Ritu and Professor Anand has already told, the university is doing a lot for the students plus for the alumni. The last board meeting, the visiting, the professor practice has been already approved by the board of management. Any of you who have a master's degree or even the bachelor's, I think, even the bachelor's who have worked in the industry can join NSUT. So if you are interested in joining NSUT, Professor Anand is here. And there are something like 10% over and above position. Ritu, correct me if I'm wrong. We have over and above 10% positions reserved. It is not the sanction stat, over and above. So government is encouraging people from industry, like you people, to join back and work with us. So this is one thing. And alumni, I remember, not only they have help in internship, placements, but other matters also they have helped. So one of the most thing which happened out and where they helped was in the COVID time. COVID time, sir, every alumni was one, DIT, NSIT, NSUT, not only arranging the oxygen, not only getting them admission to the hospitals, getting blood. Everybody worked, not only because most of the students' parents were here and the students were, alumni was in the US. And every students were together and they worked very hard. So with these, I request all the alumni, whatever way you can contribute to the university in the form, as Professor Anand has told, maybe with the help of guest lecture, mentoring the startups, or maybe having your own endowment fund, create like Sir has told, let's have an endowment fund, contribute a little bit. We are not asking you to contribute much, maybe a small amount of this batch may help. Money is no issue here because it's a government institute, but at end of the day, this small endowment fund may help the university in creating infrastructure or anything. Other than that, you are most welcome to come here and deliver talk to the students and all that. And with these words, because time is less, Professor Anand has to go to Jaipur. So with these words, I again welcome the batch 98, and it was a wonderful time I spent with each and everybody there with you when you were there campus. We had a lot of discussions. Today also we'll have those discussions, old memories. And with these words, I thank everybody who have spared their time and then come here for this alumni. All the best and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such nice words. And going back the memory lane and recollecting old experiences and joys of being together. Today we have gathered for an occasion where we commemorate old memories and start new beginnings. As time flies, memories fade away, but time cannot erase them. The NSUT Alumni Affairs section, in an attempt to capture old memories, experiences of alumni, initiated the Alumni Memory Book Memoir, for Silver Jubilee batches of the university. The memoir is an attempt to rekindle old memories by shedding off the dust which accumulated by the passage of time and coalesce them with new experiences. The memoir is the first of its kind to record university alumni related information. I hope, as vision, the book will serve to connect and strengthen the alumni and alma mater bond. I will now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Anand Srivastava, and other dignitaries on the dais to kindly release the second edition of the memoir for the Silver Jubilee batch of 1998. And thereafter, I will request all the Silver Batch alumni to come on the stage and pose for a memoir group photograph with the dignitaries on the dais. Thank you.
Thank you. What is
All right. Okay, let's all be seated. Yes.
ये फोटो मैम पुरानी कैंपस की है
हाँ हाँ
यहीं पे जो वो आर्कियोलॉजी की उसके
शेयर करिए ना आपने
मैंने शेयर की
Thank you. Where is start? Alumni meet is incomplete if notes on life are not exchanged and memories and journey through life are not discussed with each other. Our student team has tried to create an atmosphere of nostalgia by a short documentary which is prepared via information shared by alumni. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly take seats in the front row on the sofas for viewing the documentary prepared by our students.
चैनल आपका गाना ही है स्विच ऑफ द लाइट्स ये बात है ना बस सेटल डाउन होना चाहता है
I am terrified of what the world's becoming. I'm still stuck inside this dream of yesterday. All those times I felt like packing up and running. Well, I was shallow and naive to feel that way. 'Cause I am so alive, and I can still get by. Oh, and learn to love again. I'm so sick of jumping hurdles while I'm running. I'm so tired of fighting battles I can't win. Sure, the nights we spent were absolutely stunning, but the darkness slowly crept its way back in. 'Cause I am so alive, and I can still get by.
Hello everyone, my name is Amrinder. I'm from DIT Electronics and Communication Branch 1994 to 1998 batch. I first express my sincere gratitude to all the faculty members as well as the college staff. The three memories I want to talk about first is the trekking expedition which we 18 students went along with Professor R.P. Wadhwa from Manikaran to Mantalai Glacier. The trek was tough and 14 came back and then 4 of us went ahead, out of which 2 lost the way and came back, and only Jaidesh Sethi, who was our third year, he was senior to us, he and I could go, but only he could finish the trek. The second memory is of the college magazine which we had started. It was named The Erudite. It had the word DIT in it. And the third memory is of the induction of our batch before the classes had got started, and I was very, very excited that day. And that is my message to all the students from 4th year to 1st year, that India has changed a lot ever since we passed out. It offers you best of the both worlds, and to be young and to be contemporary is great. If I ever had a time machine, I will go back to that very first day in the college. So friends, please make it count, and all the very best to all of you. Thanks.
Hello everyone. My 4 years at DIT is a beautiful journey down the memory lane. Today when I see my life as a series full of crests and troughs, I find these 4 years were most enthusiastic and the smooth sailing ones. It is the time when I transitioned from a college boy to a responsible adult, but never felt the burden of maturity. Full kudos to NSUT as an institution which always lit the lamp of faith in our hearts that we are going to have a great life ahead for the years to come, and I bet it has proven right till date.
Hello everyone, kaise ho sab? Hope everyone is having great fun at the reunion. I wish I could be there in person, but due to last minute, मैं आ नहीं सका. And I'm remembering all of you and all the great fun we had. EC, especially the EC gang. I hope you are meeting each other. Sunil, if you're there, hello. Or Kataria, Vijay, all those people, if you're there, Amarinder. Great to see this come together. And thanks to all the organizers for doing this for us. It means a lot. Taking your personal time away and building these memoirs and so on looks great. So just a message to all my friends, EC as well as COE, IC. Just मैं वही कहना चाहता हूँ कि 25 साल से हम काम कर रहे हैं. We had बहुत कुछ उखाड़ लिया हम सब ने. अब enjoy करो life, अपनी health का ख्याल रखो, and just keep spreading positivity with all that you know in life now. And to all the current students, all I want to say is forge genuine connections with each other and help each other out so that you could have lifelong friendships, that you can do great things together. और अपना faculty, I just want to thank you. तहे दिल से, you've taught us great values as well as the fundamentals that have given us great career opportunities, and thanks to all your sacrifices, we are here. Thank you so much and enjoy your day. Send lots of pictures. Take care. Bye.
Hi, this is Amit Tyagi from IC 94 to 98 batch. Thank you for inviting us to the Silver Jubilee celebration and bringing the alumni back to the college. We were the last batch to pass out from the Kashmiri Gate campus, Purani Kotwali, as the building was known. It was an experience. There were monkeys who would attend class along with you. And very fond memories of so many of our teachers. Professor J.R.P. Gupta, Raj Senani, Professor Bhatia, Professor Murthy. I might be missing so many names, but we had immense learning and a lot of fun as well. I can't forget Makhanlal Tikaram's shop in Kashmiri Gate, where we used to have lassi and bread pakoda stuffed with paneer. And that rush for getting photo states just before the exam in those low ceiling shops. We learned a lot, not just from the curriculum and our teachers, but also from our batchmates. And Institute gave me all the foundational skills and knowledge to navigate the world. I would like to say thank you. And wish all the best to current students, as best wishes to faculty as well. Thank you.
DIT, छोटा था कैंपस, ख्वाब बड़े थे, हमारे पंखों को उड़ान देने दिग्गज कई खड़े थे. बी कुमार सर बेटा बेटा कहकर पढ़ाते थे. उनके इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स क्लास में कलरफुल पेन से हम BJTs डायोड्स को पेंट कर जाते थे. सेनानी सर आकर बोर्ड पर इनफाइनाइट ऑपेम्स का सर्किट बना जाते थे. फाइंड आउट द गेन कहते थे वो. कैसे याद रहता है सर को इतना बड़ा नेटवर्क, इसी सोच में हम पड़ जाते थे. OP त्रिपाठी सर की क्लास में होता था पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस. पढ़ाई के साथ ज़रूरी है डिसिप्लिन. वी गॉट दिस सेंस. ठाकुर सर के सरप्राइज टेस्ट, भास्करन सर के वन लाइनर्स. His communication systems was at its best. DIT has painted a beautiful picture on our young minds, unique, one of its own kinds.
Good morning, friends. My name is Saurabh Khanna, 1998 computer science graduate from DIT. So excited to see many of you in the next few days in the alumni meeting, and creating this short video on the request of your representatives who have asked some of us to share our experiences of college life. So in short, the college life was amazing. Made so many great friends. We are in touch with each other even now. We call ourselves as G10. So all positive, very good. However, I'm creating this video to share one experience and one mistake that I made that I hope no one else makes. which was when I moved from a highly regulated environment of school where your professors and teachers were after you to study to a college environment where you were actually treated like adults and no one bothered whether you study or not. In this environment, I actually stopped studying. I and a lot of my friends, we enjoyed a lot because all of us come in with some basic intelligence into this great organization. Passing with good marks wasn't an issue, and getting a good job wasn't an issue. However, if we do not become self-aware and self-driven, this slowly starts to get reflected in our corporate world, and we do not reach the heights that we deserve. So please keep that in mind. Please be self-driven. Please do not let your guard down, even though no one else is asking you to buck up. All right. All the best. See you. Bye bye.
It's very tough to point out a single memory. It's very clear in the mind. The day, almost the first day, we had the welcome party for us, where we sang "Zara Hatke, Zara Bachke, Ye Hai DIT Meri Jaan." From there to the amazing professors, I think, who are an inspiration: Professor Senani, Professor Kumar, and many more. The friends, obviously, great times with them. Many of who are still in touch. The industrial trip to Goa, to Mumbai, to Pune, in fact six cities, amazing fun there. The trips to Old Delhi to eat at Fatehpuri, at Makhanlal Tikaram, or the Parathas, some great memories from there. The movies, especially at Golcha, 5 times DDLJ, sometimes getting ticket at Black. Cricket at DC football grounds, or in fact anywhere. Singing Pehla Nasha at the campus, many more. It's tough to point out a single one. All in all, it still feels like as if it was yesterday. It doesn't feel like it has been 25 years.
I'll request the dignitaries to kindly take their seats on the dais. We'll proceed with the memento distribution for the 98 batch alumni. We can switch on the lights. हो तो गई? अच्छा, इंस्टीट्यूट की तो नहीं बनाई, अभी मैं No, we had this documentary for the alumni. We had है क्या? नहीं, अभी तो नहीं. That is through we'll do it with the campus tour, sir. We'll take them for the campus tour. I will now request our faculty members, Dr. Poonam, Dr. Vandana, and Dr. Nancy, who are also members of the organizing team for the alumni meet, to kindly proceed with the distribution of mementos to the alumni of Silver Batch. You have the list, no?
A very good afternoon to all. We would invite the alumni in the order of their registration, offline registration today. So I invite Mr. Dheer Singh and request our Honorable VC Sir, Professor Anand Srivastava, to present memento to Mr. Dheer Singh as a token of love from NSCT.
This is a token of your remembrance for attending the alumni meet.
Next, I would invite Mr. Amit Tyagi to come on the dais. Mr. Nitin Katari. Next, we have Mr. Vivek Jain. Next, we have Mr. Abid Khera, 5 DDLJ man. Mr. Abhishek.
Please carry. Sorry.
Next, we have Mr. Har Gobind Singh. Mr. Ashish Bhasin. Mr. Sai Venkatesh. I'm sorry, but I'm not able to recognize with the name Mr. or Ms. Sang Suman Gautam. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. I did not want to offend with incorrect title. So, Mr. Sunil Kumar Bansal. Next, we have Mrs. Saurabh. Next, we have Ms. Manisha.
एज ए पेरेंट मेरे भी कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं यहाँ। मनीषा को ड्यूरिंग एग्जामिनेशन फिंगर्स में कुछ स्मॉल पॉक्स या चिकन ऐसा कुछ करके वो 2-3 दिन में ठीक हो गया था वैसे। तो एक एग्ज़ाम वो दे नहीं पाई थी उसी दिन मैं इंटीमेशन के लिए गया था, प्रोफेसर कुमार जी से बात की, बोले अरे क्या कर दिया तुमने, उसको ले आना कल, वो मेरे रूम में बैठेगी फिर एग्ज़ाम देगी अकेली। वो तो बैठ जाती तो पास ही हो जाती, उसको एब्सेंट होने का क्या ज़रूरत थी। तो दैट वाज ही इजी एक्सपीरियंस फॉर मी। बाकी तो मनीषा वो बता ही चुकी है यहाँ। दूसरा मैं ये शेयर करना चाहता हूँ उसके बारे में, अब वो उसने अपना लाइन चेंज किया है, फिजिकल एंड मेंटल हेल्थ पर काम कर रहे हैं वो पिछले 7-8 साल से, एंड वी आर गेटिंग पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट। जैसे मैं एंड वाइफ थोड़ा आजकल बैक एक एंड नी पेन का प्रॉब्लम हम देखते हैं। हमें बताया कि क्रॉस लेग डॉक्टर्स के पास, ये बसंत कुंज वाला स्पाइनल भी गए, बत्रा वगैरह भी दिल्ली में हम हैं, रिटायर्ड हैं, पेंशनर हैं, फ्री ट्रीटमेंट भी है। तो बोला कि इंजेक्शन लगवा लीजिए, इसका 40,000 का होगा, ये फिर ऑपरेशन करा लीजिए बैक का। डिफरेंट जगह हम गए। देन वी टोल्ड मनीषा, क्योंकि हम जानते थे कि वहाँ वो किस तरह की लाइन में अब है, तो उसने कहा कि पापा इस एज में चीर फाड़ मत करवा लेना। वी वेंट देयर। उसकी मम्मी, सबसे बेटी छोटी की शादी में आप जानते हैं कि फंक्शंस होते हैं, फेरे वगैरह का भी सिस्टम है, नीचे लोग बैठते हैं। तो उसको बताया कि आप स्टूल पे बैठेंगे या चेयर पे बैठेंगे, नीचे नहीं बैठेंगे। डॉक्टर्स ने इस तरह से बुरी तरह डराया हुआ था, उनको फील भी होता था। जब हम फ्री हो गए, वो बेटी सबसे छोटी बहन है उसकी, शी इज़ असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर इन SRCC, उसकी शादी में भी वो कहने लगी मुझे बड़ा फील होता, लेडीज़ आती हैं, गीत गाती हैं, एंजॉय करती हैं, और मैं नीचे बैठ नहीं सकती। जब हम फ्री हो गए शादी से, तो उसने कहा कि इधर आ जाओ, बेंगलोर में है वो, एंड आपको सरप्राइज़ होगा ही। उस पेन को ठीक करने में आधा मिनट, शायद मैं ज़्यादा बता रहा हूँ, उनके जो प्रोफेसर उधर नेचुरोपैथी में काम करते हैं, एक्यूप्रेशर के नाम से, उन्होंने बेंच पे लिटाया और कोई 10 दवाई थी और कहा कि अभी बैठिए अब क्रॉस लेग। तुरंत शी वाज मेड टू सिट, वो बैठ गई। मेरे लिए भी डॉक्टर्स ने, अब आप देखिए कि मैं अच्छा खासा चल फिर लेता हूँ, 4-5 किलोमीटर अच्छी स्पीड ले लेता हूँ अपना, और वो ये बेंड नहीं करना, वो नहीं करना, और वो फॉरवर्डिंग प्रिकॉशन लेता हूँ, बट अच्छी तरह से एक्सरसाइज भी कर लेता हूँ। तो इन एलोपैथी वालों ने, मैं आई एम नॉट इसी अब्यूजिंग देम, उनके अगेंस्ट बोलना भी नहीं चाहता, उसको छोड़ के जो ऑलरेडी सिस्टम है उनका, उस पर वो काम कर रही है। अब जॉब छोड़ दिया था काफ़ी दिन पहले, इस तरफ हो गई है, और एक इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ है। अब वो अपना वेंचर भी शुरू कर रहे हैं। वहाँ लोग आएंगे, नेचुरोपैथी के हिसाब से स्टे करेंगे, देसी खाना खाएंगे, जो हम जिसको फास्ट फूड या कुछ और तरह तरह के नाम से जानते हैं, उसके सिस्टम के लिए। एंड जो प्रेयर का सिस्टम है अपना, हैं उनके प्रोफेसर जो बोलते हैं, हमने भी अटेंड किया है, US वगैरह भी अब जाते हैं, वो मेडिटेशन के बारे में बताते हैं कि क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी हमारे उस वक्त होती है, वो ट्रैवल करती है, और जो ब्लेसिंग्स हैं वो भी काम करती हैं। और ब्लेसिंग के लिए यू हैव टू बी, इसी अपने को तैयार करना है कि हर एक की ब्लेसिंग तो काम आती नहीं है। तो मेडिटेशन का भी है उनके यहाँ, और इस तरह के ट्रीटमेंट का भी है, देसी चीज़ें हैं। अगर हम भी टेस्ट कराते हैं, क्योंकि पेंशनर हैं, फ्री ट्रीटमेंट होता है, जाते हैं, कहीं देते हैं डॉक्टर से, रिपोर्ट आती है कुछ कहीं, हम उनके पास रिपोर्ट रखते हैं तो उसको एक तरफ फेंक देते हैं वो, कि वी डोंट बिलीव इन। वो अपना आपका हाथ लेंगे और कुछ कुछ करके बताएंगे और उसको ठीक करेंगे। तो अभी एक प्रोफेसर साहब थे मेरे साथ इधर ही, मैं उनको बता रहा था, मैं नाम भूल गया उनका। आप उसका नंबर तो है ही आपके पास, अगर कभी बेंगलोर घूमने जाएं तो देख लीजिए 1-2 दिन जाके वहाँ। कैंसर के पेशेंट को भी कोई आता है तो वो बाद में जो कीमो होती है वो कहते हैं डोंट गो इन फॉर इट, आपको ये तो परमानेंट ख़राब कर ही देगी साइड इफ़ेक्ट लेके। वो अपने सिस्टम पे चलते हैं, और हमने एक को देखा भी है, बता दिए पापा देखो इसका कैंसर का ऑपरेशन हुआ है, इसको कीमो को मैंने कर दिया, एंड द बॉय इज़ वेरी एक्टिव। सो विद दीज वर्ड्स हमें यहाँ बुलाया, मनीषा के सब्स्टिट्यूट के रूप में हमें परमिशन दी, ऑनर दिया। इस सब के लिए मैं यहाँ उपस्थित सभी सीनियर्स का, यंगस्टर बैठे हैं, उनका तहे दिल से अभिनंदन करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for sharing your words. Next, we have Mr. Dheeraj Kapoor from COE branch. Mr. Saurabh Khanna from COE again. So we have these many entries only. Please let us know if someone's name is missing. Someone's name. Aapka name is. Sorry. Second, Mr. Sekit Mental, please come on the stage. Anyone else left? With this, we thank you all for joining us today. This is my personal opinion. Universities or technologies, institutes name is not made with teachers or with infrastructure or with the size of the campus. It is always made with the success of its alumni. So we look forward to see successful alumni in the future as well. Thank you so much.
So, Veena, I'll ask the student team. Our student team, they have prepared a website, Alumni University Student Networking Portal, the first of its kind, indigenously prepared by the students of our university. So I'll invite Arnav, Rohit, Ahan for a short, Vineet, for a short demo of the website. And we will look up to your suggestions to improve this, because this is our attempt to join the alumni with the university students. So the portal offers various features from internships to placements and events being organized by the university. It is a platform for connecting the alumni amongst themselves and also connecting the alumni with the university. So these children have been working since last 1 year on this site and working very hard. So Arnav, you can come over. You can switch off the lights. Switch off the lights. Maybe lights.
ये मैडम तुमने लगाना आधा आदमी होते हैं ना आ जाएगा ये मैडम का मेरा है हटा के साइड में रख दे ये किसका है काम कर ये तुम्हारा ये नहीं चाहिए ना हमारे को वो वाले चाहिए हाँ सही करो
Hello everyone, I am going to introduce you to NALAM, the NSUT Student Alumni Networking Portal. So the portal...
आवाज़ नहीं आ रही क्या? ऑडियो नहीं आ रही. PowerPoint खोल लेता हूँ. Hello everyone. So this is so we have created a NSUT student alumni networking portal called NALAM. So first of all, why do we need this portal? So everyone here is a really great example of how great the alumni network of NSUT is.
So, but like we have no way of keeping track of where the alumni are actually going or actually connecting with them. So the portal helps us students to connect with those alumni and make the best use of the network that we have. Okay, so coming to how does this portal help us? So first of all, it connects both us students with the alumni and the alumni with their batchmates. So as soon as you register for the portal, you can see a list of all the batchmates who are already registered, and you can just have a quick look of how they are doing right now and like just reconnect with your old friends. Then we have a keep posted section, which is basically your profile. So your lives are continuously changing. You have a LinkedIn like page here where you can again update your profiles and like update your batchmates of what you are up to these days. Okay, so this is like kind of the best part according to me. Like as a student, the part of college which we enjoy the most are the college fests and college activities. So in this section, you can basically view all the upcoming fests, events, etc. at the university and register for the same and be a part of college again, like relive your college life and the best parts of it. So now this is Recruit from NSUT, kind of the section meant for us students. So like you all are quite well placed right now, and we students dream of working in the companies you are currently in. So on the portal itself, you can update any job opportunities that you have, and the students of NSUT can apply for the same, and the recruitment process can be 100% through the portal itself. Okay, so these are the features that are currently on the portal. Coming to what we are planning on doing in the future. So the most recent update which we'll be launching soon is the forum, so that the alumni and students can have meaningful conversations with each other on important topics and even have individual conversations if they want to like connect with anyone, etc. Speaker sessions, which is like if some alumni has any insights that they want to share with the students, then they can request for a speaker session in the university, and as and when the auditoriums, etc. are free, the admin shall send a notification mail. Finally, the startup pitches. So like we have a number of startups lined up outside as well, and like there are plenty of startups in even initial stages. So like those startups would be updated on the portal itself, and alumni can just have a look and like contribute or be a part of any of them as and when they like. Okay, now like we have a portal, but obviously like alumni and students would even like to interact with each other more occasionally. So like we are planning on conducting monthly activities via an alumni association for the alumni and students to interact with each other. Thank you. So like this is the QR code. You can just scan this to register if you haven't already, and you can use this referral code YGOVAED capital AV. Yes, like are there any questions or suggestions that you all? Okay, yes, so like we have this. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
Yes,
great.
sir.
We'll just look into it. This is, thank you. And also, like, this is another.
Sure, I'll just send
Yes, ma'am.
And there, code was there, and it was to redirect. It didn't let me do because of some security. I think it is not HTTPS.
It's HTTPS only.
It is?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe then I got an email before that. That it has.
Oh, okay. That may be possible. Yes, we added an SSL
It's
now.
recent.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Done.
Also, this is another QR code. So, like, for interaction with individual batches, like we had class representatives in the college. So now we have created some sort of a batch representative. So whoever would like to volunteer for that can just fill this form up. Thank you.
any other suggestions or questions from the alumni?
If you want to change something, you can put it your view also.
So ending this, I would like to thanks Professor Ritu Sibel for helping us in this project and in this initiative. He was very supportive. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I'll just save this one.
Okay, so we would now like to invite all the dignitaries and all the audience and the guests for the inauguration of the startup exhibition. We have set up an exhibition of university startups, and they have displayed their stalls and their entire work. So I'll invite the dignitaries to please come and inaugurate the startup exhibition.
Also, I would like to request all the alumni to follow our social media pages, which have been made recently on all the platforms like LinkedIn, Insta, Facebook, and Twitter. We will share the accounts with you. So all of you, please join and follow our new social media accounts. And they are officially run by us.
I request, because Vice Chancellor has to go out for, so if you can stay back for another 5-7 minutes, we can have a feedback and open house for alumni. And just 5 minutes. Now what we can have is a photo. Everything is clear. नहीं 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 या भाई फोटो खींच दे चलो आओ ये चेयर पीछे कर देते हैं बड़े लोगों को
इसी की हो जाए सर, एक पहले इसी की हो जाए, इसी वाले को बदमाश यार,
इसी वाले पहले आ जाओ सब
सर मेरे फोन में कैमरा आई फोन है, आई विल सेंड पहले से ऐसे
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सर्किट सही काम कर रहा है।
आई जाओ अरे आप तो आओ पहले, हम आ जाएंगे आप इधर इकट्ठा भी कर
अंसल साहब टाटा उड़ा रहे हो 22 साल हो गए सेटल का पता नहीं सोच में वापस में चलता रहता है। 18 साल का है, 12th हो गई वही हाँ, तो अभी आर्मी सर्विस कर रहा है और 2 साल
अब सीओई बैच का क्या होगा, बनना ही नहीं है कुछ कोई पास आउट हो पाए थे, बाकी रह गए
इस साइड
वो आखिर में तो 2-3 बार आए हैं
तो छोटी छोटी
अरे मार हो गई
अच्छा
हमने कल बुलाया
कहाँ पर है
सर, अपने बंदे को कैलिफोर्निया से बुलाया, वो सिंगापुर से भी आया, हमारा सिंगापुर वाला बंदा भी है।